Okay, so going on now to talk about your literature review and your analysis and synthesis. I was very happy with the literature review, particularly the first page of it. You went full golden retriever. I think it's the right move for you. It was abundantly clear. It was just a vast, vast improvement. So I hope you can keep that thread going. I hope you can discipline yourself to go there and stay there, because that's where your best writing is coming from. You can see as you look through this paper how light my comments are compared to other things you've written. Again, this is exactly where you need to be. But I'm going to move just over to the analysis and synthesis for all the glowing things I have to say about the literature review. I do have some things you need to work on here. And my sense is maybe this might have been rushed, possibly. Because you do take a good long time with the literature review and handed in well past the deadline, and you were closer with this one, and I wonder if really allowing yourself more time isn't part of the key. But anyway, I don't think it's tragic, the difference, but I think you really need to just center yourself in that golden retriever zone. Explain things clearly, break things down, keep it simple. It makes your writing much, much better. Right away with the first line, you start off an epic humanitarian crisis. Apocryphal, perhaps? I'm not even sure. That's not how epics work, though. You go on then and you're talking about that is the disturbing simple comfort in which ignorant justification lives, and repeatedly put to bed in the not my problem draw. Getting abstract, missing words, presenting emotional rather than dispassionate analysis is my comments. I mean, the not my problem draw, again, we're doing academic discourse here. This is that's colloquial, and it's not even recognizable as a common phrase. So you have to police yourself on that. And then you talk about checking all the retribution boxes. Again, if that was a common phrase, possibly, but that's not something people say or talk about. In any event, next paragraph you start off, the authors offered similar. I would say which authors you're talking about there, instead of just bagging them all up in one thing. Are you specifically talking about all the authors you've come across in the 3 articles, or I'm not sure from that. I put in a comment to smooth out the sentence, similar insights. That's fine, you can get that without my help. There's a little awkwardness around additives in the intelligence failure pot. You seem to be coming up with these phrases, intelligence failure pots, and do you mean epic humanitarian crisis? And you've written epoch, OCH. Epic is a period of time. Epic is something that's big. I'm now wondering if you meant to say epic there. And then you have checking retribution boxes. It makes it hard for the reader to follow. I've got a lot of yellow highlighting at the bottom of the page. Usually highlighting means non-fatal stuff. I'm sorry, it's 4:53. I've been up all night working. You talk about things like failed intelligence policies and so on. So I'm giving you just general comments. Words are not fitting together well here. Policies may fail to achieve desired outcomes, but the event, but even that sort of jargon laden. In short, it's, as I keep saying, keep it simple. Down at the bottom of this page, you start to really, it seems to me, almost get emotional. And I give you a pretty long comment here, and I talk about how it doesn't effectively persuade, and again, it's a course we're running academic political science here. If you can learn how to do the kind of writing I'm trying to teach you to do, other kinds of writing will seem easy by comparison, but you've got to master this difficult one first. In the end, though, ultimately with this stuff, facts and logic are what convince readers. When you try to, get expressive, you're saying, what does that even mean? Spread it where? What is freedom? You write it, what is freedom? That's not a good fit what we're trying to do here. You're using contractions, we don't use contractions. You say stop, I say use the word ceasing. When you compare military budgets, you say by 7 times, but are we talking measured against what? The size of armies, the next largest budget? What's the metric there? Little bit of space there. I didn't have any trouble with most of the middle of the page. You talk human intelligence, either military or human intelligence tracts. Tract is a piece of land. Tacks, in sailing, you can tack to the wind, and it becomes an approach to things. I think that might be what you're going for, but I'm not sure. I'm confused by that one. End of the page, we've got the whole front lines leading, should be on the front lines leading that fight. I'm asking what site. A few other minor corrections there. We're almost done. Eventually, top of the 3rd page, eventually lead to desirable outcomes. That's just a suggested rewrite. Some things I will suggest rewrites for. Some other things I want students to sort of scratch their heads about and figure out for themselves. Generally, though, don't just type in things. I suggest try to reason through them, see if you agree with me or not. And that's it. You wrote a little on the short side here. Again, I think it was a product of being rushed, is my guess. But I did want to post this video up before you hand in the next section. If it comes down to a choice between giving me something that's rushed or shooting me an email saying, can I have a couple extra days, always shoot me an email. I'm never going to say no. At the very end of the semester, when there's out of days left for me to grade, I might have to say on the very last day no. But prior to that, I can always give you an extension. Again, I'd always rather read something really good in a few days than something today that's kind of tragic because it was rushed. But I'm looking at this, I'm thinking that you did a great job on the lid review, which is most of the paper. We just got to get you around the corner here on this analysis and synthesis, and you'll be in good shape. All right, hope this helps. Thanks.